It doesn't matter how many times I do this show, Jeremiah still does the thing where he's like, just so you know, you can't do your material, because the first time I did the show, I didn't know that it was no material, so I just took the things, the cues, and then I did material that related to it, demolished. I destroyed. And then I felt really guilty about it because he told me later and I was really embarrassed. And the only way I could make it up to him was, the only way I would feel better at it, this was not his idea, was to let him spit into my mouth. Now, the way he did it though, I figured Jeremiah has no body hair. There's no way he has any poopy particles on him. He's never had a booger in his life. He's so clean. He's a clean boy. Somebody licks him clean every morning before he leaves the house. So I was like, he's the cleanest person to do it. And sex people do it all the time. You know what I mean? Sex people, so I was like, I could do it. So I opened my mouth and he foamed up, dude. He foamed up. He foamed up. Do you understand? And it was cold by the time it got to my mouth. Immediately I threw up. Immediately. Instant hit my mouth, I threw up. It was fucked up. So now I'm here to do straight off the dumb stuff. Go ahead, shout it out.
Tattoos.
Why? A tattoo. I have tattoos. Good observation. Retard. Don't microphone. What do I have to say about tattoos? I get them because why do I get them? Every breakup I get them, and I've been through a lot. I don't think that that's what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. This time I was like, I'm not going to give myself bangs for this breakup, and I ended up getting a tattoo, dyeing my hair blonde, and then I bought a house. All mistakes. So I think that was we're making progress. I fainted during this tattoo, right there, because it hit the collarbone. I'm a Fainty McGee. And dude, I fainted as soon as I felt the rattle. I was like, I'm gonna pass out. And then he was like, I was like, actually, I think I'm good. But by the time I had said, I think I'm good, I had already fainted for about 15 minutes. So he's like, what do you mean you're good? And I was like, I don't think I'm actually gonna faint. And he's like, bro, you just hit the ground hard. I pulled you into the chair. And then he went and he like got all these candy bars that were in front of me. And I was like, where did these come from? And he was like, you need to eat. It was actually the best faint I've ever had. Because usually they're really gnarly. Usually, I don't know if any of you guys have the vasovagal thing. You have that? It sucks, dude. Because people always think it's like getting drunk and just being like, goodbye, but it's not. You get sick. Dude, you want to hear a really funny fainting story? I have not. This is not a bit, because I haven't been able to make it a bit. So one time, okay, how do I explain this? So I got long COVID, and I couldn't smell for like a year, okay? But I was on a plane, and I was watching that movie Old. You know that movie, M. Night Shyamalan's Old? And they start cutting into this woman's belly, and I was like, this is so fake and ridiculous, and this is like the dumbest. It's like a CPR dummy, and then I passed out, right? And then, but I woke up, and I thought I had peed my pants, okay? And my friend was like, if you faint, that's one thing, but if you pee your pants, that means you have a seizure. And she was like, is it pee? And I was like, it might be sweat, because you sweat a lot when you faint, but I can't smell because I had the COVID. So, and then I go back home. I get dumped a lot. This is another breakup story. I get dumped a lot. And this dude breaks up with me, and I'm like, can I ask you one last thing before you go? And he was like, yeah. I was like, could you just smell those pants over there? Then he was like, why? And I was like, just smell them and tell them what does it smell like? And he was like, all right. It's piss. And so, okay, cool. Nice. Let's do another one. I always take too long on each one. Go ahead. Do another. Shout other things out.
Black Friday.
Like Black People Friday?
Either one.
I don't know about Black Friday. I was raised in like a really hippie place where Black Friday was like we call Columbus Day Indigenous People Day. Like that's not allowed. So Black Friday was like consumption day. It was like capitalist day. But I would always kind of sneak away from my hippie family and go buy some stuff, but then I had to hide it and then unleash it like a couple days later. I don't have any Black Friday. I think it's crazy that we call it Black Friday. I will say that. I think that's because of black people. Because in New York, it's like a lot of black people participating. So it literally becomes Black Dude Friday. and you stay inside because all these black dudes go out and just go nuts on these big screen TVs. But you feel kind of you feel bad when they're like, "Why are you staying home?" And you're like, "Black Friday, dude," you know. It's Black Friday. Cool. That's a good bit. If that works okay here, that'll crush in New York, because you're all these little beta bitch fucking can't acknowledge a race. You're like, we literally don't see color. I'm like, you should see color because they exist and that's fucked up. And they're like, no, so stupid. Everybody's so woke here. It's ridiculous. There was like a cop fight the other day, and it was like, obviously it was like black cops and white dudes, and the people were squinting and they were like, ugh. This is just police brutality on black people. And I was like, have you guys really just changed your eyeballs completely? Have you just swapped out your eyeballs? It was nuts. Okay, cool. Before I get too political here. Cool, let's do another one.
Women obsessed with cats.
Women obsessed with cats, disgusting. Horrific people, they should be put to death. Just disgusting, dude. Cats are they're not meant to be. No, women who are obsessed with cats have cherry blossom tattoos, and I hate them. I don't like it. Cats are gross. When they scratch you, you get brutally ill. They're always squeezing them too tight. They have brittle bones. You can roll over on them. I don't know. They're always bisexual women, which I hate, or pansexual. I hate all of these people. I hate women who like cats. I hate pots and pansicles. I hate bisexual women. Choose a side, dude, and choose the side of the dog. What are we talking about here? You love cats. Cats are cool, I guess, if they're like a dog, but just get a dog. Nobody likes a cat. You know what I mean? Their cat shit smells like just like f***ing solid ammonia. I also was raised in a barn, and there was always these f***ing barn cats that would sneak into my room, and they'd always had butt worms, so they would leave little maggots all over my room. Disgusting. No dog ever did that. No dog does that, okay? So girls that are obsessed with cats, I'm like, this is a luxury, dude. Because when I was a kid, we were surrounded in cats, and it was a hell. It was a hellscape, okay? I feel pretty good about that. Jeremiah, am I doing like the right amount of like beats, or do I just keep going? Because I could go on for days. I think I'm doing a good job. Okay, sorry. No, I don't need you. I don't need you to tell me, Daddy. I don't need you to tell me, Daddy. I'm doing a good job. Women that are obsessed with cats, it just sucks, dude. You get cat hair everywhere. They're always asleep on you. They always put their little fucking buttholes in your face where they come up to you. They're like strippers, dude. Have you ever gone to a strip club and they're like coming at you and you're like, oh, cool, dance, and then they're like, that's what cats do. They're like, and you're like, get your fucking butthole out of my face. Get your little crunchy butthole out of here. What am I supposed to do with that? My mom does this to cats. I wish I had a cat to show you. My mom does this thing where she'll pet a cat. She's a very rugged lesbian, and she's like an animal. She's a weird animal person. Like, animals flock to her. It's actually really freaky. I'll see her out in the yard with like 6 deers, and she's like, get away from me, you rats. They flock to her. It's so funny. But she thinks that she'll pet a cat like this, and then she'll go like this to its butt right below. Do you know what I'm talking about? Right, like the tail's here, and she'll be like, and I'll be like, Mom, it doesn't like that. You're like hitting the cat, and you're like, no, he likes it. He likes it. And then like sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, and you'll look at the cat and it's like, and I'm like, oh my god, they do like it, dude. Smack a cat's butt, dude. They'll get off. They fucking love that shit. Like, if you stop for a second, because you'll do it and they'll kind of bite at you, but if you stop, then they're like, what are you doing? I was just, no doesn't mean no in this case. Okay, do another one.
Grimy exes.
What?
Grimy exes.
Oh, you want to know some stuff? Okay. Grimy exes. I'm a grimy ex. I do all the bad stuff that you're supposed to do. I mean, okay. Let's see. The ex that just broke up with me, he was grimy. He was avoidant. Do we know about avoidance? So what happened is he would be like, we should date, and I'd be like, okay, this is amazing, and then he'd be like, let's break up, and I would be like, okay, fine, and then he'd be like, let's get back together, and I'd be like, what do you mean? I'm right behind you. Like, I never left, no matter what, and it's happened 9 times. I'll never go anywhere. I block him, unblock, block, but you know what I do? Block, unblock, and then go, did you text me while you were blocked? Okay? It's so fucked up. You know what else I do? I call his phone to see if I'm blocked, and then he'll pick up and be like, what? And I'll be like, just checking, and hang up. I'm a fucking nightmare, dude. I need my phone taken away. I can't delete the number because it's 65120. You know what I mean? Like I have it memorized. It's really fucked up. I'm a grimy ex, dude, and I do all sorts. Oh my God, what did I do the other day? Oh, this is so embarrassing. I go, don't clip this, Jeremiah. You know what I did? 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 I go, oh yeah. So I'm walking, I'm leaving the cellar in New York. I see him walking at me and I go like this. I always do the most stupid things when I'm caught off guard where I'm like, yeah, you know, like that, where I'm like, and he's like, why did you see that? And then I got to my Uber and I was like, canceled it, $6 fine, $6 fine, $6 fine, walk back to the cellar, walk back in, walk out, make sure he sees me, walk out, sit down, go to pull open the Uber app, he comes out, he's like, what's up? I was like, oh, nothing, I just walked in, saw you, didn't want to talk to you, now I'm calling the Uber. I canceled a different Uber, I lied, I walked around the block, I went in, I made sure he saw me, and then he felt like, oh, sorry for intruding on your space, and I was like, it's totally fine, I'm above it, I'm above it, I'm above it. Oh my God, I canceled an Uber, you understand? The amount of Ubers I've canceled by saying, I didn't call it yet. Why, did you have to say one more thing? I didn't call. Cancel. So many times. I'm a grimy ex. I'm grimy. I'm bad. I'm a horrible ex. I text. I do. You know what else I do? Was that the light? Thank God. I would have gone on forever. Oh my good Lord. Do you guys ever send this text? The one where you're like, just so you know, like, you know, I'm really happy that I knew you and that we broke up and that everything's fine. Do you do that? And then they respond. They're like, me too. And you're like, what did you just say to me? Or you know what else I do? I send this one. I'm looking forward to a time where we can be friends. And they go, if they say me too, oh, you're getting a FaceTime. Immediately you're getting the call and I'm like, oh, you want to play Uno? You want to play Uno with me? You want to play Jenga? Are you fucking serious? We're not gonna be friends. I'd never liked you. I hate you. Goodbye. And they're like, well, I didn't say anything. Okay, Jeremiah, come up here.
Here we go for Jordan Jensen.
Thank you. It's really over
awesome.
this time.
That was so fun. Oh my goodness.
This is my favorite show. It's the best one.
You're one of my favorites to have on. One more time for Jordan Jensen.
Thank you so
It's like, seriously.
Thank you.
Open invite to do the show. Whatever coast, whatever state we're in.
Sorry for stroking your cameraman's head.
No, that's the most he's been touched in a while.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Chris. He's one of my best friends. I don't know why I said that. I'm in comedy mode. I felt really bad about that. I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. I love you, dude.
Me too, Chris. Me too. I felt it. I felt the way you got touched like this, like a cat being pet too hard. You wanted it, but you're like, I don't know if I'm allowed. I know about that feeling. Do we take more?
Yeah, we'll take a couple more.
We take more?
Yeah,
give me more.
Do we take more suggestions?
I can
or
take
what are
more.
Are we tapped out? What are we
Take
doing?
more. Look at this guy's cowboy boots. Don't you feel silly in those? This is why you guys need. You guys, are you here with them? You're here with this girl? Oh, but you look actually bona fide. You got some Mexican in there? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. In New York, you see white guys with that. Unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable. But you're good.
Sustained.
Yeah, sustained. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let the Mexican man live his life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll allow it. It's okay. You have to keep that girlfriend with you though, because if you swap her out for a white bitch, you're done for. Okay.
In the case of State versus Julio, you find him not guilty.
You may wear those cowboy boots that are suspiciously not broken in. I will allow that.
Have you ever owned a pair of cowboy boots?
Dude, one time I was running. I bought new cowboy boots, put them on. I used to wear cowboy boots. I was a farmer, obviously. I wore them all the time. I was a whore. And I put them on, and then I stole some shit from a grocery store, and then the cops were like, boop, boop, and they were like, pull over with their big thing. And I tried to run, but the cowboy boots were new, and they hurt. And I was like, nope, we're going down. And I immediately got arrested because I couldn't run away. It was so easy to run away. I could have just run into a house, but I was like, ow. It was like that.
You were arrested in the cowboy boots?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do they let you take them into the holding cell?
No, I wore an orange jumpsuit and horrible, like, you know, the Adidas slides, those, but somebody else's, you know. It was really gross.
How many times have
4.
you?
4 times.
Quit being a cat. Come out.
Why do they be doing that? I do love a kitten mew though.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
I
cute.
like, but they're still stinky, disgusting beasts.
You've never owned.
Hundreds
Yeah.
on the farm, millions.
Yeah, lots.
So
of,
many cats.
Lots of strays.
Oh, you know what?
I don't like strays.
Somebody's calling me. We would get. I have to make sure it's not the other show.
Answer it.
Jason Ellis. Nope. Somebody else.
Did he call you?
No, I'm just making sure it's not the store.
Okay, cool.
Wait, we're at the store.
Yeah, we're here right now.
There's somebody calling me, but it won't. My phone won't show me. It's very confusing. Maybe it's my ex. Sorry.
Can you imagine? I'm like, I'll allow that. Go ahead and take that. Hi, baby. How are you? Hi.
He would never let me call him baby. He'd be like, I don't even know your last name. I don't even remember what you look like.
What kind of dudes are you dating?
It's bad. It's really rough.
They don't
It's
learn
bad.
your last name.
They don't know anything
Now
about me.
get out of here,
Yeah.
toots. 2 syllables in a name is one too many. I only usually refer to women as whore.
My type, you know what I do really like when guys refer to me exclusively by my last name? When they're like, get over here, Jensen. What are we doing? That's hot.
You like that?
That's hot, right? Is that not hot? Women, ladies?
That's
what's
like a- that's
what's
a-
your last name? Let me practice.
Listen.
What's your last name? What? What is it? Katten?
It's like
Cat.
cat in German.
Oh, Gata?
Yeah.
Okay, gotta get over here. You gotta get over here. You gotta get over here on this dick. That's nice, right? I did. Yeah, that did something for you. Watkins, suck my dick.
Why did it have to be a guy in this hypothetical?
I don't know. Feels better that way.
It felt like very sports.
Yeah.
Like it took me back to like high school basketball, just hearing Watkins.
Oh yeah. What about hustle up? That's triggering. Hustle up. No, I'm fat. I was so fat, and they always said hustle up, and I'd be like, you know, I can't. I was like a round ball. I hated hustle up, and I would have to do pull-ups, and he would just hold me up, and I could feel his arm shaking, and he was doing more of a workout than I was. I forgot about
Jesus, Jensen, pull it together.
that. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like calling on him. I'm like, did you just say Jensen? Yeah. The rope. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's rope.
You had to do the rope.
Oh, I do the rope? No, I did not. I was on one thing, and then I climbed down, and I walk, and I walk, and I walk, and I walk, and I climb back up. Were you supposed to swing between? No, not happening. The mile run, I would walk the mile. I was goth, so I would walk the mile, and people thought I was doing it because I was emo.
There is so much to unpack from your past.
Yeah.
You were goth. You were a fat goth girl.
Fat goth girl. Hello Kitty.
So you're. So,
A lot of Hello Kitty.
so I just imagine. I'm just trying to paint the picture for the crowd. So you're trying to run around track, and you're like, does life even matter?
I'd walk like this. And then one time I just left and walked all the way home, and my mom was like, "That you walked a long way." It was like 5 blocks. She was like, "That was pretty good."
Right.
They were really mad at her for letting me go home, and she was like, "Oh, pretty good."
It's pretty good. Like,
Yeah,
her
It's like half
time
a
was
mile.
actually
Yeah,
pretty good
yeah,
of you.
Yeah. I was super fat. So you have to be goth if you're fat. You have to be. I was goth, bully, class clown. You have to be all those things, or else you get your shit kicked in. You gotta do it. And I was all of them, dude. You could not fuck with me at all. You literally couldn't fuck with me because you'd be like, there's literally too much to say. I don't even know where to begin. You know what I mean? They'd be like,
Yeah.
well, and I'd be like, what? What'd you say? Super bitch says what? And they'd be like, fuck, I don't have anything.
Did you listen to like goth music and the whole thing?
Rammstein?
Du hast nichts.
Yeah. Were you an emo kid? You were.
Maybe.
Maybe. baby, my dad's coming back tonight. Is that you?
Yes.
Yes. I would have hated you. I did not like the emo kids, but what did I listen to? I listened to like most embarrassing, Bowling for Soup. Most acceptable, like I had like an
almost had you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw them live. Big day. Least embarrassing, probably like Green Day. I loved Green Day, but I liked American Idiot, not Dookie. Now I like Dookie. You know what I mean? But it was American Idiot. It was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, Edward Scissorhands poster, giant. Lost my virginity under a Batman poster.
Your safe word is Burton.
Yeah.
Burton.
Yeah, I had big goth black things around my bed. The big canopy, remember those? The like mosquito netting, but black for goth kids. And then I had flame shower curtains in my window, so it looked like my room was on fire. And I thought it was so cool to look out my window and be like, I'm dying in here.
But you killed tonight, Jordan Jensen,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen.